on Review Time with Tim. I have the 2024 Kia Seltos S in Pluto Blue right here. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into today's car showcase review. So coming in right now, we have a brand new redesigned grille front for the 2024 model. Okay, we have LED light bars, okay, light up, and I will come in a little bit closer in a few minutes. We have a very interesting textured flare along the front of this bumper area, and of course we have open grille, plenty of airflow to keep that engine cool. But I really am digging the color of this vehicle, this Pluton Blue. It kind of reminds me of the Area 51 color from the Bronco Sport model. So very similar color scheme if you're looking at different colors and things like that. And this is also a new color for the 2024 model year, so you won't find this on a previous model. So new color scheme for that, which is real pretty. Looking at it, we got a lot of gloss materials coming in through here, a little bit of like aluminum like finish. Okay, we have glossy black fog lights, and down here we have our skid plate. Okay, now they say it's a skid plate, but it's it is a skid plate, but it's made of plastic. Okay, so it's not your traditional trucks or bigger SUV skid plate where you're going to get that aluminum or that metal plate. This is just a plastic one. Okay, but it looks the part. For most of the people that are probably buying this anyway, we're not going to be doing any massive amounts of off-road adventuring. Maybe just your basic dirt road or simple trail. So you won't really need that heavy-duty metal or aluminum skid plate like you'd find on some bigger pickup trucks or bigger SUVs. Now, if you take a quick glance, I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, this little thing right here, that is your tow recovery hook right there. So if you ever get stuck and need a tow, that little square right there, that's going to be popped out, and that's where they're going to hook up your car for tow recovery. All right, so coming in here, okay, we have this brushed plastic aluminum looking piece here. This is a textured piece. Okay, this is all textured. Okay, which is kind of nice. I kind of like that. It just gives a different eye pop, a feel to this vehicle. And if you go right along the front end here, okay, and as you go along the light, okay, you're going to start to see all of a sudden that texture just kind of fades away. And then you got a nice flat silver appearance. So see that again there? Got that nice texture. And it even starts to fade away right there, and just whew, which I like that little attention to detail on this. Okay, that is super nice. I love that. And same thing, if we come on down here, we got that same textured material, and then it starts to fade away. All right, and then we go back to that aluminum. Oh, we got some sun glare today. Back to that textured plastic aluminum looking color. Okay, and then it fades away. Now, I find that to be pretty impressive. I think that attention to detail on this is key, because it's just those little things that make this car really pop and shine. So coming in close, all right, fog lights, okay, on this. Now we have what do we like to call a gloss finish. Okay, that's going to collect some dust. Okay, it's going to collect a lot of, you can already see, it's already pretty dusty, but I like the fact that it does come with a fog light. So that's a nice touch, and it does. Between this Pluton Blue here, and then you got this nice shiny gloss black, okay, it really does make it pop out and stand out. All right, so I'm going to keep moving on down the side of the car here. We got a blinker marker there. Okay, now we're going to stop right here at the wheels. All right, so now taking a look at these wheels right here. These are 17-inch wheels, so you're not going to be, I mean, you can get bigger wheels, 18s on these, but on the S model, it comes with these clad 17s, and I'll be honest, I love the way these rims look versus the model up, where it has like a black and silver texture to it. To be honest, I don't like that. I think it looks cheesy, but I like this. I love this style. Okay, and we're running on 215s, 55 or 17s. So that's what you're running on right there. These are all season tires, and I looked up some prices for if you're one of those people that live in a cold weather climate. Okay, sometimes tire prices matter. All right, and this isn't going to break the bank if you have to get some winter tires on this thing for those who live in the snow belt places. All right, so 17 inches is not going to break the bank when it comes time to having to get some winter tires if needed. So as I move down, okay, we have, again, gloss black, okay, indicator light. We got the pillar here, gloss black. And if we move to the roof here, we have a black roof. All right, now that, well, it wasn't really an option. Now the black roof, okay, didn't cost extra on this vehicle, okay? And I liked the fact that it came with the black on the Pluton blue. I thought that looked super nice. Now, these do come with a roof rail, which is really great for those of you who are into adventure. Okay, you want to throw your bike, kayak, skis up there. That's all going to be super helpful stuff. Okay, we're going to come in here. Okay, you got finger touch entry with your key. Of course, you also have entry with the fab. You also have entry with the phone app. So you can also unlock and lock your car with the phone. We're going to come on down here. Again, we have some more of this glossy. Okay, over time, I don't know how good that's going to hold up. We will see. But, you know, only got about a Hondo on the engine here. And then we have the flat black with the gloss, and then the flat black on the lower, which tends to get more of that rock and road debris. We're going to move right on down. Basic turn knob gas cap. Again, continuing on with all that flat black. Okay, now we're going to come out to the back end here, where we have ourselves, which seems to be the style trend right now with a lot of vehicles. Shout out to Preston's Kia Montpelier right there. Okay, but anyway, this seems to be a trend. I've noticed a lot of the cars in this car segment come in with lights that like that. Kind of reminds me of the brand new redesigned Chevrolet Trax. Has a very similar light pattern and many of the other ones. So very similar to that. So I feel like they're all trying to compete, obviously. Go along here. Now this is a lighted up bar. This bar is lit up to about here. You can see inside here where it will be lit up. Okay, and this is the new style on the rear end. Okay, the old style had like a silver aluminum type bar thing. This one's got a plastic piece that goes across. Some people like it, some people don't. I personally think it looks better than the previous model on this ass end right here. Again, we got simple badging. 4X means you got all-wheel drive on this puppy, okay? You ain't gonna be worried about when it snows outside. Coming down, okay? Backup lights, things like that. More glossy black, flat black, and then we come down here to what they call this skid plate, but again, it's just plastic. So, you know, but again, you're not gonna be buying this car for super off-road adventure. And I like the fact that they kept it simple in the back. It just says Seltos. There's no S or EX or anything like that. So real nice. It just says Seltos. And then you come over here and it just lets you know that this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. And if you come up top here, shark fin. A lot of people like the shark fin versus the old school antenna. Light bar for brake. Of course, you got the wiper blade here. A lot of people don't like that. They like it tucked in and hid away. Me, it don't bother me. That don't bother me, not one bit. So because this is considered a subcompact, small SUV, what kind of market are we looking at for somebody who might want to purchase one of these? Now, so to me personally, I feel like this vehicle right here with its all-wheel drive, roof rack, fog lights standard, exterior appeal, you know, it's really marketed towards the weekend outdoor adventurous person. So anybody looking to hit the trails for the weekend to go hiking, this is going to get you there. Anybody who's looking to throw a kayak or a bike or some skis to hit the slopes in the wintertime, oh, no problem there, because you can throw it on the top. You just got to buy the crossbars. I really kind of feel like this is that niche that it is marketed towards. Other vehicles in this segment, such as like the Ford Bronco Sport, Honda HR-V, the Chevy Trax, or the Chevy Trailblazer, or the Toyota Corolla Cross, are all some similar cars that are probably going to compete in this segment. But each one of those cars, I think, is targeting a different audience, whereas I feel like with Kia and the Seltos, with this particular model, they're really gearing it towards the outdoor person who's going to be hitting the trails, like I said, on the weekend, getting active, and also then during the weekday needs that 9 to 5 commuter that's not going to break the bank, good on the gas, and just overall pleasant to drive back and forth from work. All right, next up, we're going to do a quick little tour inside the vehicle. We're going to start with the front driver's side door here. Kind of basic and simple. What a lot of people are saying about this car being cheap, I think it blends the materials well. That's my opinion. So you do have this hard plastic, which people hate. People hate this, but you know what? When the window's down and it gets rainy, this is what's going to get wet. So I don't understand that. So who cares if that's a hard plastic? Okay, then you got that again, that piano black, okay, with the silver accent. Okay, coming down here with a little bit of soft touch material in through here. All right, we got our classic, okay, mirrors, adjust your mirrors, lock, windows, things like that. This automatic down, not automatic up. Okay, coming over here, we got a tweeter. Now, what's interesting about these, which this is what again, attention to detail to make the inside look great. Here we have, it's plastic, but it is a texture, and it's got shape to it for the speaker outlet. And I think that's pretty good. Instead of this round or square speaker outlet, you have this nice kind of textured, triangular shaped speaker there. Okay, we got our door right there, cup holder. It does fit a little bit there, whatever you need. Now, we're going to move right on over to here. Okay, now this S model only comes with the manual seats. If you want to have an automatic and you need those automatic seats, then you got to go up a trim level. To me, I never touch nothing, so it doesn't bother me none. Okay, coming inside, okay, we have a nice like synthetic leather-like type material on the outside, and then a cloth on the inside with that. Now let's gonna jump in here, and we got our, of course, inside lighting. This is the off button for the start-stop technology when you're at a stoplight. Traction control, adjustable steering wheel, okay, basic knobs, vents, things like that. All right, so what's more important? We got to have a good cup holder, right? Like, who doesn't? So we got ourselves a Dunk's medium iced coffee. That fits pretty good in there, if you ask me. And of course, I got myself a small Yeti bottle. Sorry, no Stanley's here. And that fits pretty good there as well. So comparison-wise, you're going to be able to fit a decent-sized cup in these cup holders. Coming in, okay, we have a backup camera. You can put that on. It'll put it on the screen. This model has heated seats, okay? So the S model comes with passenger and driver side heated seats. We also have a hill descent button, okay? So a hill brake. So if you need that for whatever reason, you're gonna hit that. And we also have a 4-wheel lock. So if you're ever stuck in deep snow or a bad snowy situation, you're going to want to hit that, and that's going to lock all the 4s, so to help you get out in that situation right there. Okay, we got ourselves, again, some soft touch materials in through here, glossy black throughout, some more of that brushed aluminum looking stuff. Nice classic shifter, no little knobs. I like that personally. Okay, down here, we have mode drive, which will give you eco, sport, and normal, which we'll show in a few minutes. Coming in through here, okay, we have 12 volt, we have a USB, and then a USB-C, and then in here, coming down, let's see if I can get it. This right here is where your cell phone can hang out, and it fits real nice in there. Real nice. Some of them, I believe, come with wireless charging, but this one does not. All right, moving in. I still like the fact that this has touch buttons. Not everything is all digital. A lot of cars now, it's all digital. I still like to have a little bit of that tactile. Radio, auto, defrost, all the normal settings. You have some physical radio media setup buttons, map, things like that. Tune your radio there. Okay, hazard button, push start. Some people don't like the fact of where the push start is on this, but I have no problems with that. Now, new to this year, 2024, okay, you have yourself a ginormous screen here, although it does split about there, so it is not one continuous screen. So you do get a driver's and then your entertainment section right there. We're going to move over to the steering wheel here. Okay, you got the new KIN symbol, or people will say, what's KN? Well, this is the K, this is the I, and then they took that N into the I. Okay, I love the new symbol versus the old KIA, killed in action symbol. This one just looks more fresh, modern, hip. That's good. So remember, this is just the S model. It's not quite the base trim, but it's also not the lowest trim. Okay, you got your information button there, cruise control. Okay, play, recycle, lane assist. Okay, that's lane assist. So you're on the highway, you're driving. Okay, this will help you stay in the lane. But it does, I did have that on, and I was drifting towards that center spot, and I could feel the car pull me back to the middle. Voice commands, obviously, call waiting, volume, change channel, mode gives you some different settings. And then this is like your quick button for that. Now, again, attention to detail here. And hopefully I get this on the camera. So we have our glossy color here. And I don't know if it's going to pick it up or not. But if you can see this, okay, there it is. You get this inside the glossy black, a textured detail. All right, and it kind of fades away as you get more towards the center stack. So I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Again, that's attention to detail and just those final little touches when you're spending all that time inside your car. Now, you're not going to find any push button. All right. This is old school manual emergency e-brake right there. No problem with that. Then come on in here. Okay, we got ourselves our center stack. There's no USBs or anything inside that. It is a decent size. You will be able to probably fit one of those square boxes of tissues in there. So if you like to have tissues in your car, that'll fit in there perfectly. Now we're coming into the back seat here, okay, for all your back seat passengers. Again, hard touch plastics, piano black, silver accent, soft touch material right here, but this is hard touch window. Again, attention to detail. Okay, you can see the shape of the door speaker, which I love that. It's just those little tiny touches. Okay, we have cup holder, whatever you want to throw in there. Okay, we'll jump in the back seat in a second here. Okay, again, leather-like stitching on the outside, cloth all along the inside there. Okay, center, you can fit 3 people back here. Pulling this down here, whoop, all right. Armrest, okay, leather-like material. Okay, I keep saying it's not leather, but it's leather-like, or like I used to call it pleather. All right, 2 cup holders. This is huge for this segment, okay? I can't tell you how many cars I have tried in this class segment that do not have a center stack with cup holders. Okay, that's just telling me that it's not family-friendly or family-orientated. So if you got kids or people that are going to spend time in the back seat, okay, some of these cars don't have this. this is one of the ones that I found that actually does. So that was kind of nice. Okay. Now, another nice little touch. Okay, we're going to come on down here. Back vents. In this class segment, a lot of the cars do not have these back vents. And if you come on down here, look at that. We got USB-C charging cables with the little cell phone holder spot. Okay, because you know what? Like I said, you might be on a weekend adventure and you're on a road trip for 2 hours to get to your trail, and you're going to have your friends or your family in the back seat. Hey, you're going to need that. They're going to want to charge their cell phone, their tablets, whatever. You know, it might be all nice and cool or hot up front, but in the back, you know, the kids tend to find, or people tend to find, that I'm cold back here, I'm cold. Well, you know what? This is going to help you. That right there. A lot of cars in this class, again, don't have this. Now, as I like to go along the family fun theme here, okay, this is hard plastic. All this is hard plastic. Okay, passenger side, driver's side, hard plastic, no map holders. But who has a map holder today anyway? Nobody. All right. But what this does say to me is that if you got little ones, what do little ones like to do? They like to put their freaking feet up on these stupid back of your chair, right? So, and then they get all the mud and the dirt and the grime, right? And then you're like, stop putting your feet on the back of the chair. Well, this right here is going to be easy to wipe off. You're not going to have to worry about the little ones getting too messy in that. Okay, back at the trunk here. Obviously, government standard backup camera. Everything has a backup camera. Now, this does not have automatic lift, but it's got the buttons right there to do that. All right, we're going to pop the trunk open. And as you can see, I already have stuff inside the trunk. All right, so one thing I like to call my bag of balls review here, because if you have stuff that you need to put in the back, is there going to be room? Okay. And so here we have my ball sack right here. Okay. I got about 7 basketballs in here. So if I need to stand this 7 basketball bag up, fits perfectly. Look, I got my little handy tote over there. Keep my umbrella and various other things. Oh, look. I got my backpack right there for my weekend adventures when I'm out on hitting trails. Okay, so that right there is going to fit 7 basketballs right there. So that's, and then look, there's still plenty of room. Look at, there's still a lot of room left in the trunk for more junk. So junk in the trunk, plenty of room for all that. Okay, this model came with one of those jobs. I don't think I ever really use it, but whatever. What would have been nice though is maybe if these, instead of were solid, went down. But you know, whatever. You also have your classic, you know, kids tie-down hooks right there. So if you got a car seat, that's not going to be a problem. But again, I like to test out my ball sack right here inside of it, and look at that. These basketball bag fits perfectly. I could fit a whole nother basketball bag in there, and probably then some, manipulate more if needed. Last but not least, today, a lot of cars don't come with a spare tire. Okay, now if we lift this up here, we're gonna take a little look. Okay, we got a donut. It's a spare tire, and yes, I still have a fix-a-flat kit. All right, because sometimes these donuts don't really work all that great. But yeah, it's got a donut and, you know, a little bit of room down there. So if you want to put your jumper cables or various other things. Now, this does go up more, but I just don't want to unhook everything. But yeah, so if you want to fit jumper cables or even a little tool kit in there, that'll fit in there. Now, from what I've been told is that when you pop this up, okay, you see this little bench right here? This right here? So your cover here, your floor cover, can drop down one more level. So you can get a little bit of a deeper drop to it. So if you need that little bit of extra more storage, this will drop down. Okay, so you got here, and then if you want, you can manipulate it, and it will sit right on there, so you get a little bit of a lower drop. Right now I got it at flush, which I think is going to work perfectly for me. All right, so as you can see, I'm not the tallest person. Weigh about 5'6", 5'7" on a good day. Any which way, here I am sitting, plenty of room. Okay, plenty of room to extend your feet. Now, if you're going to be taller, obviously that's going to impact you, but for the most part, I got enough headroom. You know, I'm only 5'6", 5'7", so I'm not the tallest person, but plenty of room. Seat's fairly comfortable back here, so, and I believe this seat adjusts a little bit, so if you want it a little bit further back or